name is Dr. Megha Tulsian. I'm a counseling psychologist and psychotherapist. And today I want to talk about relationships and the role of conflict in relationships. Now, as we hear the word conflict, most of us think of it as something that is bad and something that needs to be avoided altogether. Actually, when it comes to relationships, whether it is work related relationships or it is your personal relationships, conflict can actually be something that is very healthy if managed well. Now, what is conflict? Conflict basically means difference of opinion between two people. Now, at work, that is bound to happen at different points in time, and in your personal relationships with all your significant relationships. You can't be thinking exactly like the other person at all given points in time. So, in fact, in personal relationships, when you really feel close to a person, there is a higher chance of you feeling hurt when they're in disagreement with uh, what you think, and that often leads to conflict. And in my understanding and what I have observed with a lot of clients is that we tend to avoid these conflict situations. So if you're feeling hurt, um, you would tend to keep it inside of you and not talk about it. Let's talk about this couple who I met recently, and they're in the early 40s, and they talk the man and the woman, they've been married for about 10-12 years now. Now, when when the woman tends to feel hurt, she feels that she shouldn't tell her partner about it, and that she is doing some kind of a sacrifice by not telling him about it, in terms of she is being the giving person. But actually, that doesn't help. What will in fact help is to talk about the conflict, is to tell the other person that you're feeling hurt about something or are in disagreement. That may be very uncomfortable in the short run, but it actually makes the bond a lot more stronger in the long run. It makes the relationship much more healthier. When we talk about work and conflict there, it actually helps in the work getting done a lot better when you actually talk about the conflicting situation than avoid it. So avoidance may seem like a good short-term strategy in terms of ignoring it or in terms of relieving yourself from the stress of dealing with it, but in the long run, it doesn't work. Therefore, what works is actually facing it heads on, talking to the other person with all the discomfort that it brings, and that actually helps in building much more healthier relationships. Thank you.